The Boss Baby is the latest film from Dreamworks Animation and basically focuses on this baby who wears a suit, carries a briefcase, and talks like Jack Lemmon from 30 Rock, as he is paired with a family, and the actual biological son of the family does not like the baby at all. They do not get along, but the baby is on a mission to stop a company that's trying to create the cutest puppy in the world. Yeah, that's pretty much the plot. And if you've seen the trailers, you kind of know where this is going. The two of them hate each other, but they have to be nice, and eventually they just go on a wacky adventure. When I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought it just didn't look appealing at all. The jokes didn't really hit. And plus, this is a type of plot that we've seen done before, where you have this baby that acts like a man, or a man that acts like a baby. Baby Herman from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the Warner Brothers cartoon, and even the Wayans Brothers movie Little Man, which that is a direct ripoff of the Bugs Bunny cartoon that I mentioned. It's all pretty much the same thing. So looking at the trailers for this, it just seemed like it was just going through the motions, didn't really care at all. So when I saw it, I didn't think it was as bad as I imagined it to be, but it's still not very good. I will start off with what's good about the movie, because I want to just get the positives out there. One of the things that does make this movie better than I thought it was going to be is Alec Baldwin as the Boss Baby. He doesn't really have any other name. It's the Boss Baby. Alec Baldwin does a fine job with the voice acting, but the way the baby acts and talks, you could pretty much take footage from 30 Rock and just dub Jack Lemmon's lines with the lines that Alec Baldwin gives in the Boss Baby, and it's pretty much Jack Lemmon as a baby. There's nothing really all that special to the character. But Alec Baldwin at points can be very, very entertaining. The other thing that I really like about this movie is the creative art style that this movie has at points. The older brother in the movie has a wild imagination and will sometimes picture him like in the jungle, going on a pirate ship, and the animators really went all out in creating what was going on in his imagination. Like, it's bright and colorful, and each scenario that he imagines has a different style, which I found really amusing. But there is one other aspect to the movie that, as much as I thought I was going to hate this movie, made me go a little soft on it. Phrasing. That is the relationship between the boy and Boss Baby. There are points where it does feel very genuine, and I think part of that has to do with the fact that I myself have a younger brother. It's just one of those things that hit me personally. I'm sure some other people might relate to it as well. And that's the ultimate thing that makes this movie a tad better than I thought it was going to be. For the fact that it had some really tender moments between the two kids. Other than that, there's really no reason to see this movie unless you have kids yourself. And to really clarify, kids that are like under 6, maybe 7 years old. Because the plot is very generic. As soon as the movie starts up, you really know where it's going to go. There's very few surprises, which wouldn't be a bad thing if the jokes really hit. But the jokes aren't that strong either. The most I got was just a chuckle, and they even do one really lame joke where you have this character that looks one way but sounds another way. If you watch the movie, you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. And it's just not all that creative in terms of the humor or the characters. And this movie also wastes Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire pretty much serves as the narrator. He narrates the movie as the older version of the kid, just like in A Christmas Story, but it's Tobey Maguire doing it. It's someone who has had a very decent career, so you could have gotten anyone, any voice actor out there, to go ahead and do the narration of this movie, not the former Spider-Man to narrate the movie. It was just a real waste. So there's not much else to say about The Boss Baby. It's fine for families. Like, if you have kids that are really young, then they'll probably like this, because truth be told, this is a movie that's one of those straight to Blu-ray or straight to Netflix movies where you tune it on for your kids. It acts as a perfect babysitting movie. But if you sit there watching it with your kids, you might enjoy it on some level. But if you don't have kids, there is absolutely no reason to see this movie at all. So for families, I would say watch at your own risk. Again, if you have younger kids, they'll enjoy it. And I could definitely tell that this is a really good movie for those kind of young kids. But again, if you don't have kids, don't waste your money on this. It's just not worth it. And definitely not one of DreamWorks' best. But at the same time, it's not one of their worst either. And that's my review for The Boss Baby. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your thoughts are on the movie, if and when you've seen it. And as always, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there is only one.